Before I start this review, I would just like to say, yes, Sam Reviews will become a series of me reviewing things. Where? Big surprise. I'll likely review another comic book next, and I have one in mind that's a killing joke in a way. What am I doing? Batman The Long Halloween was a 13-issue long mystery comic series about Batman's first big mystery. It was released in 1996 and was written by Jeph Loeb, and the artwork was done by Sale. Obviously was not alive back when it came out, so I had to get the full edition with all the issues combined, which is a much better experience to read. This is my personal favourite Batman graphic novel. I love the adventure, the action and the mystery. It's just a great Batman story. I remember reading something about this book and it made me very interested. A murder mystery about a killer only works on holidays, taking down members of a crime family. And as a big Batman fan, that sold it for me. Take my money. So I sat down and read the book start to finish, and afterwards, I was in love with this book. Not only did it make me even a bigger Batman nerd, but it also made me want to read the sequel, Dark Victory, which I may review in another episode. And I cannot give enough credit to the creators. Jeph and Tim really are a dynamic duo. If it wasn't for their very well thought through drawings and writing, I don't think I would have ever read Dark Victory or bought the comic books I now have today. Tim's unique design for all the characters are amazing. Some unsettling, like Two-Face for example. Others interesting, like the Joker. This story takes place during Batman's early years of crime fighting. He has quite a good number of villains and has been working with Gordon for a while now. We're also given a better look at Harvey Dent and his descent into Two-Face, which is very well done. I also like how the mobsters of Gotham are pinned as the main antagonists of the story. Instead of a classic Batman rogue like Scarecrow or the Riddler, we get to see Batman solving his first big old mystery, as a killer dubbed Holiday is picking off associates of the Falcone crime family. And I will not reveal who the killer is due to the fact if I sound like a convincing salesman, maybe you too could use your money and buy this amazing comic book. Who am I kidding? The killer is revealed to be Alberto Falcone, Carmine Falcone's son, who was an outcast of the family and supposedly one of the killer's victims. But then it's revealed it's not, and it's Harvey Dent's wife Gilda. Then it's also revealed Harvey took up the killings after a certain point, and yes, it's confusing, but you'll get your head around it eventually. Another great aspect I love about this book are the villains. They all have great designs and their own Jeph Loeb and Sale personality. Sure, they all seem to be the same as the actual comics, but their personalities are quite different. Two-Face is the same, just determined to take down the Falcones even if that means crossing the line. The Joker is just as great as ever, but with a big jaw and dozens of teeth. The Penguin does nothing but remind you of the Batman Returns Penguin. The Scarecrow just sings a bunch of nursery rhymes, which I love for some reason. The Mad Hatter is just speaking lines from Alice in Wonderland, and I like how he's just completely lost and thinks he's in Wonderland, which is pretty much the same as the comics, but I kinda like how it's done here. Poison Ivy just serves the purpose of hypnotising Bruce into giving Falcone the rights to his bank and stuff. Catwoman's dynamic with Batman is pretty good, but not as good as the movie, which I may review in a future episode. She does quite a lot and I like her design, very Frank Miller inspired, which is probably the case since this book is like an unofficial sequel to Batman Year One. I also love Carmine Falcone in this story. He is my definitive definition of the character. He plays a significant role as he is the one being targeted by Holiday. He is depicted as a man holding on to a crumbling empire who just wants what's best for his family. Obviously, not all stories have a happy ending. In conclusion, this is definitely a very good read, a mystery you would love even after being spoiled by me. If you're a fan of The Godfather, you will love this, and every Batman fan must read this. Trust me, you must. This story is just everything you want as a Batman fan, like what I said about No Way Home. And if you want me to review the movies that came out last year, please let me know. If not, I'll probably do it anyway, you know. Anyway, that's my review of The Long Halloween graphic novel. Done and dusted. Goodbye, everyone.